Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back. I have another layout, and this is a picture that has been in my stash for quite a while. It was from 2017, and as I was digging through some of my stickers and color drawers the other day, I found this sticker that said photos, and it looks like a photo booth. And so I decided to pull it out and that I would created a kit to make this layout at this crop that I'm at, this where I'm working at, um, where I am scrapbooking when I'm making this layout. So I have this Heidi Swap stencil, which ironically enough I picked up on the free table several times ago at this same crop a couple years ago. And I like that it's a full 12 by 12 for the sunburst, and that way it helped me make sure that I was making everything big enough for my layout, but I didn't want it to go clear to the edge. And I also, so when I lifted up the stencil the first time, it was, I had too much white still. So then, as you can see, that I lifted it and I adjusted it a little bit more and turned it just a little bit to where the stencil's hitting in a different spot. And I believe I used three different yellows. I used lemonade, antique linen, and mustard seed, I believe, might be the other one. And so just varied between those three as I switched things around between um, as I moved the stencil around. So then in the end, I would have these varying colors of sun rays poking out from behind my photo strip that my daughter and I did at a photo booth at the mall one year. And let's see. So I think this is the last round that I do. And as you can see that I start to get lighter and lighter, and really now I'm just trying to fill in like the white spots to make sure it's just not so stark that it's all yellow, but just a varying different strength of the yellow that I'm making with my inks, and just kind of testing to see if the size works. So then I decide, okay, now I'm done with the stencil. I'm just going to kind of go around and uh, just fill in some of the areas that may need more yellow versus the stark white. So I think that's probably about it. And let's see. So then I'm kind of laying it down and I'm going to let it dry for a little bit. I think we go to dinner and hopefully I didn't just like go to dinner and let it run, but I don't think I did. I think I realize it when I come back, and I should have probably cut all that out. But anyway, so here it's gonna switch over here in just a second. So I do end up cutting down the white paper to, I think I have about a 1/2 inch border all the way around. Um, and then I use an old My Mind's Eye paper, that this diagonal stripe, to mat the entire layout here. So here I am trimming down the white, and then I'm going to trim off the branding strip as well for the diagonal paper. And then pretty much everything else is pulled from my stash. So I didn't have a set collection for this particular picture. The title, which is Together, was actually part of the freebie that I got as our table gift for this crop from the local scrapbook store, My Mind's Eye, um, Memory Bound in Ankeny, Iowa. They do videos every day, and they have an online scrapbook store. They have a brick and mortar. So if you're ever in Iowa, take a look at their store, stop by, because they're completely awesome. And they also have fantastic crops. And so part of our table gift was the Sunburst collection. We got the spiral notebooks that came in the Sunburst collection, as well as the chipboard words. And so since I was using that bright yellow, I just kind of looked through to see what was in there, and this together just matched and worked. So I pulled it out and added it to my layout. And so there you can see all the bits and pieces that I pulled from my color drawers. I went through the teal, the red, and black. That I didn't want to pull out too much more yellow because I knew I was going to be doing that starburst in the middle with the yellow. Um, and so here I'm just kind of thinking that, trying to figure out what all I'm going to include. And I think, originally, I think I'm going to use this tag. And then I think I decide that it's too much of an orangey red versus a red that is in that sticker, the photo booth sticker there on the left hand side of our photo. And so I just kind of keep trying out all the different stickers and tags and different things where I want them to go. And I know a lot of times I cut this out of my videos, so I kind of thought I would leave it in for this particular video, since I didn't really have a collection and I just pulled things of the same color that all coordinated. You know, I picked three colors: the black, the red, the teal, which all coordinate with the yellow, and how I just kind of pulled it all together and made three different clusters. And so here we've jumped ahead and I've kind of finalized on the things that I am going to use, and now I am starting to glue things down. And let's see, there I've got my title down. And now I'm going to work on this bottom cluster. And as you can see, that was actually a larger tag, and there was some words on here that says "you are here," and there was something underneath that didn't really go with what I was wanting to say, and so that's why I used that black strip there, and that was actually what was left of a border strip that I have used the rest of it on another layout. And so this little section of it went into my black drawer, and so it is finally getting on to this layout. And I believe there's like little clocks or gears on it, and then this was a die cut that was actually longer as well, and I had cut it for, I think I was making some cards or something, and so it was just leftovers for that as well. And so I used 5 down below, and then I used 3 in the upper cluster as well. And then I just had a little red arrow and the photo booth sticker that I use over to the left there. And then my final cluster is this one at the top, and I have this word that just says fun. And then here's where I put on the 3 stars, and then I add a black star. And then I don't know about anybody else, but I struggle to use photo corners, and so I almost didn't use it after, because I wasn't sure how it looked with that upper right hand corner by that cluster. I was kind of debating whether it was too close to the star, but I ended up just putting them on, and in the end, I actually like how it kind of adds just another, almost like another frame around all the corners. And here I am, I'm probably talking to somebody else. I was doing a lot of that over the weekend while I was crafting, and so I did have some clear stickers, those stars. Those have been on my stash for a while, and so those have now met their crafting destination on one of my pages. And this is getting close to wrapping things up. Let's see. Okay, here's where I add the photo corners in each of the 4 corners. And I believe those were actually from the Simple Stories, what was it? Was it Lemon Zest or something like that? The lemon collection that they had a couple years ago. And so now I've got those used up. And what is this? Oh, the last piece is this little border thing at the top that says, what's it say? Extraordinary. And I think that's pretty much going to wrap things up. So if you have any questions for me, leave those down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I do debate on putting some twine around it, and in the end, I decided it was good how it was. So, um, still trying to decide, can I get more on? And nope, nope, this is how it ends up. So, thanks for watching. Here's some close-ups. I do post these on Instagram and Pinterest as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.